These are the Way of Wade 8084 Ultras, specifically the new upgraded Octa-Knit versions. These babies retail for $160, and the best place to get them is the first link in the description. Without further ado, let's get to the review. Off rip, we always yap traction. The Way of Wade 8084s feature a herringbone traction pattern, which for those who don't know, herringbone is essentially the GOAT of all traction pattern setups on basketball shoes, in my personal opinion at least. If I'm being honest with y'all, I don't know why just every single hoop shoe that comes out isn't made with herringbone. From my experience, I haven't really had any shoe not perform with a herringbone traction pattern, and they always seem to be cracked. So, in my opinion, all shoes should be like this. But enough yapping and glazing about the traction pattern, let's talk about the materials that make up this setup. On their website, they don't seem to clarify what exact rubber material they use. It feels to be like a very hard, solid rubber. If I had to take a guess, I'd say they're tough OS rubber based off of the feel, possibly they're tough RB. If it is the tough OS rubber, as I hypothesize, it is 5 times more durable than that of a traditional basketball shoe rubber. So we like that. So with that hard rubber and deep grooves, I'd say these would be literally perfect for outdoor use and indoor use. So either or, if you want to use them indoor or outdoor, perfect. But enough yapping about the technology and stuff, let's actually talk performance. And to start it off, let me show y'all a quick traction test. As y'all could see, that traction is immaculate. And if you've been here before, you know that court that I play on is cleaned about once a year and barely has any traction left on it. So the fact that these babies were able to grip like that, mucho, mucho, mucho in my personal opinion. Rarely slipped out, stopped on an absolute dime. I would say the traction on these babies are top tier. It holds it up with like the Way of Wade 10s, the AR1s, the Kyries. Long story short, just phenomenal traction, man. Between the phenomenal performance, durable materials, and mucho, mucho pattern, I would easily say 10 out of 10 perfect traction. Next up, let's yap about the cushion. The 8084s feature an insanely simple setup that's at the same time crazy good. All it is, full length boom drop-in midsole. For those who don't know, boom is essentially Way of Wade's foam cushion setup. It's similar to that of Nike React, Adidas Boost. In my personal opinion, I've said this multiple times, boom, I think is better than those two. I think it's better than Boost, and I think it's better than React. Sue me. But enough about the setup, let's talk about the performance. The 8084's cushion setup just feels absolutely amazing. Boom drop-in midsole really provides a lot of responsiveness, impact protection, and a lot of bounce. Like I said, man, I just absolutely love boom. I glaze it way too much. So I don't have a single bad thing to say about these. So to summarize in 2 words,
me like it.
So no more wasting time, no more glazing, easily goated, easy 9.7 out of 10. Now let's talk support. Firstly, the 8084s feature a full palm TPU in the bottom to help with stability, a little bit of a low to ground feel, and overall just help prevent any ankle sprains or rollovers. Additionally, they also feature this carbon fiber plate in the bottom for extra bounce, stability, and it looks pretty cool. On top of this, they feature this large TPU unit in the back. You see that chromish, really clean, helps add a lot of support, lockdown, and really helps with the sudden movements that basketball requires. And on top of this, they have an upgraded outsole structure that feels very flat and stable whilst also providing a really nice heel to toe transition. So long story short, I love the support, and these are absolutely cracked. All that tech feels amazing on foot whilst also not feeling restrictive. So man, again, I'm not gonna glaze too much. I love it. The support is absolutely top tier. Easy 9.6 out of 10. Also, something I always forget to mention in this section is I like to mention the fit. And with the fit on these babies, 100% true to size. I don't have to say anything else. Now let's talk materials. Now the materials in the 8084 Octa-Knit specifically are, in my opinion, the biggest upgrade from the original 8084 Ultra. Now don't get me wrong, the 8084 Ultra did have rather premium materials, but I will say I like the Octa-Knit a hell of a lot more. So while I do love these, let's continue to talk about specifically the Octa-Knit version. Like I mentioned earlier, that hard rubber on the bottom that I hypothesize is their tough OS rubber. Do we need to talk about that more? No, we don't. let's use this time to talk about that upper that features that Octa-Knit materials. As you could assume from everything I've mentioned and what it says on the shoe, the upper is primarily made up of Way of Wade's Octa-Knit materials. On top of this, on the other side, a little lightweight suede. But one thing I will say, let me preface this before I get too deep into the materials. I do have another colorway that I showcased earlier. Really clean. Again, if you want any of these, link in the description. But the materials differ big time from shoe to shoe or colorway to colorway. So with these, it's mostly Octa-Knit. You see really breathable. These are too, but suede on the inside. With these, it's primarily a lightweight leather material with just little hints of Octa-Knit around the shoe. So again, I would prefer this over the other 808-4 with the strap, but they just differ. All really premium. So I'm going to talk about this one, but kind of applies to this in different ways. But again, sorry for going on my little rant. Continue. The Octa-Knit materials on the upper, extremely lightweight, extremely breathable. As you can see, you could pretty much see through the shoe. I love it. And then that suede on this side that I prefaced, really lightweight. I don't think you really need breathability through the inner side of your shoe, but you get enough breathability right here, no complaints. Overall, feels really high quality, breathable, and supportive. So materials feel really premium, man. In other words,
top tier.
But before we conclude the materials section, I do want to mention the weight. And as you can assume with materials that you could damn near see through in the insanely light Octa-Knit and their lightweight boom cushion setup, these babies are crazy light. If you're one of those hoopers that really likes a lightweight shoe and you don't want to feel like you have bricks on your feet, especially if you're like a quick shifty guard, these are 100% the perfect shoe for you. So overall materials, let me glaze some more. Easy, 10 out of 10. Now lastly, let's talk about something that no other shoe reviewer talks about, and that is the look/swag
rating.
In this section, I talk about the silhouette, the colorway in hand, and the best colorways currently available. Firstly, the silhouette on the 808-4s are absolutely beautiful. Especially the new versions without the strap. I think they look that much more sleek, and they fit Way of Wade's funky and futuristic style. The colorway I currently have in hand is the triple red. Pretty self-explanatory. One of my favorite little details that they have is the logo right here. You see how it changes from what I believe to be the Way of Wade logo to the D-Lo logo. Crazy clean. Not all the colorways have this, but this colorway does. But with the all red, man, you really can't go wrong. If you know me, I love to glaze the all solid color shoes. And these, the all red, hot. Reminds me almost of the reverse Grinches. So insanely clean colorway. But some of the best colorways currently available are these. I think this is probably my favorite out. And then there's also these. Can't remember the name. And then the other version of the Octa-Knit colorway that's currently out is this black version that I got from my brother. Shout out to him. Shout out to Doobie. Those are also really clean too. If I had to pick one, I don't know. Right now, these are just looking extra clean. I'd probably choose these babies, but all of them insanely clean. Let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. Who knows? You might have to go get them. Link in the description. But yeah, overall, really clean silhouette, sleek, beautiful colorways, and beautiful selection. So in the look/swag department, I'll give these babies an easy 10 out of 10. Absolutely love them. Before I give the final rating, let's yap. Between that perfect traction, high quality, lightweight materials, beautiful and supportive support setup, these are easily one of my favorite shoes of 2024. The base 808-4s were one of my favorite shoes of the year already, and with the Octa-Knit version, I think they just made them a little bit better. So in conclusion, man, these babies will get an insanely high, one of the best ratings of a 9.7 out of 10. So if you want to get these babies, the first link in the description is the best place to get them, and it is my affiliate link, so it helps support the channel. And if you want to watch my top 10 hoop shoes of this year, watch that video right there. Trust me, I know you want to do it. This shoe might be on. Go click on the video.